That should be illegal. Good morning, everyone. I am just measuring this space because we need a baby gate here. She's just too fast, y'all. She gets up those stairs in seconds. Literally, you could go to cough into your hand and she's from across the room going up the stairs. I use this one for the cats, but the problem with it is that it uses pressure. We didn't put it here because there's no way it could go right here. So I just found one. There she goes again. No. What was I saying? I found one that's short enough to go under the railing, but it's also hardware mounted, so it's gonna be screwed into the wall. So even if she pulls up on it, like pulls at it, it's not coming down. Like, she's gonna be safe. And then we can all relax for a little while. Cam and Kieran are off doing their father-son Friday morning thing, and I thought I was gonna relax this morning, but she's just zoom. I thought about it this morning, and it's April, which means there's less than 2 weeks until Thora is 11 months old. And then she's gonna be a 1-year-old. I don't understand how that happened.
You're not supposed to be one. You're supposed to be my little 6-month-old. You don't even have teeth yet.
Oh, the teeth are starting to emerge though. Put my finger in there yesterday and I just feel the start of like that little sharp tooth coming through. Goodbye, little gummy smile. It must be a genetic thing in my family because a lot of me and my brothers didn't have teeth until we were older. I know my nephew also didn't have teeth until he was almost a year old, maybe even a year old is when he started getting his teeth. And then, you know, Kieran didn't get his till like 10 or 11 months.
Is that your bestie, Thora? Is that just your bestie? Are you a little dog? You're so funny.
Oh my gosh, this little girl just has the funniest sense of humor. Kameron and I were joking that we should make an Instagram reel where he's like playing the parent and I'm playing both kids and like, making our daughter laugh. And like, we just like raise our eyebrows and she just starts cackling because it's true. We're like doing a whole full-on stand-up comedian act for Kieran and he's just like, someone have them committed. It's funny because I think a lot of people tend to think that I'm the more social one and Kameron's the more reserved one, but it's actually the other way around. I'm the one that's a bit more reserved and I tend to have more of a flat affect on my face. It's something that my grandmother had, my mother had that, I have that, my son has that. Definitely something that runs in my side of the family. Like, it would take a lot for any of us to laugh. And not that we don't think something's funny, it's just like something really has to tickle us inside to make us laugh out loud. We can be amused by something and it might not even show on our face. That's something that Kameron had to get used to. That's my amused face. This one you just have to make a little face at and she's just cracking up. And honestly, I love it. I think that's such a fun dynamic to have both of those polar opposite personalities in the house. I think it creates a really nice balance in our family. Like, it's never boring around here.
No, it's never boring. No, it's never boring, huh?
Okay, Cameron's home and he's watching the kiddos for a little bit while I drink some warm coffee. I know I've joked about some of the differences between the kids, and it is like, it truly is. Every child is different. Every baby is different. You never know what you're gonna get. The differences between my two children is so stark, not just in their personalities and their sense of humor and the way they carry themselves through the world. Also just like their eating habits. Right away, Kieran was such a foodie, just eating huge meals, like meals that I would be like, okay, that's like an adult-sized meal. And Thora's just like, hey, I'm gonna graze all day long. I don't want to sit down for a meal. I just want little bits here and there. And that's just kind of how she has always been. She had reflux until 7 months old. And if you went past her limit, girl, it was The Exorcist, which is what I apparently did to my mom. Projectile across the room. So I, got a taste of my own medicine. So, her projectile vomiting real early in life, and Kieran didn't vomit till almost 2.5. The differences are just really like night and day. And the pediatrician honestly felt like it was her mission to make me feel like the biggest failure of a parent. And I don't like to talk about these things, but this is one of those things that I really feel like I have to talk about because there's something so sketchy going on. It just felt like every single checkup was like the way she was speaking to me and then like talking over me when I tried to object to what she's saying and try to correct her. She'd get louder and like speak over me and talk extremely fast so I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Just felt like she didn't want to listen to me and just wanted to accuse me of being a negligent parent. But I'm trying to be a good parent, so I'm taking her criticisms and trying to do what she's, suggesting. So I'm taking her to all the specialist appointments, and all the specialists are like, she's fine, she just has reflux. And at some point, I walk into one of their last checkups, and because they both had one around the same time, so we did like a 2-for-1. And they're offering me a $5 gift card to Starbucks to leave a 5-star review. I noticed they're doing this to everybody in the lobby. So I go on and I'm looking, and there are so many negative reviews about this doctor, and just some of the things that they're saying is all stuff that I experienced. Just this really condescending, doesn't listen, really terrible bedside manner, like just making parents feel like the worst parent on the planet. And now they're giving away $5 gift cards to Starbucks to try to get people to buy 5-star reviews. She notices the bruises on Kieran's legs. He bruises like a peach. He gets that from me. I can't even tell you what most of my bruises are from because I don't remember doing anything. A leaf could fall on me and I'm bruised. And it's not that I have anemia or anything, like my bloods have been really great, but she's looking at his legs and like pointing them out and everything. And she's like, well, what's his diet like? So we're going through his diet, and we're going through that thing where we were sick like every few weeks. So his diet had not been the greatest. He really only wanted to drink milk and Pediatrician and yogurt and stuff. So I was like, well, normally it's this, but lately it's been this. And she just clung to the lately it's been this without listening to the fact that, hey, we've had back-to-back illnesses. And she was flipping out over that and telling me this, he has a terrible diet. Why aren't you feeding him this? You need to feed him this and this and this. And I'm like sitting here trying to say, if he would eat that, or he usually does, and she's not letting me get a word in edgewise. So she's like, you need to do blood work, like stat. So she got us this paper to go get like blood work immediately. She's like, he has to be anemic. We have to do an anemic panel right now. Look at the bruises. His diet, it's awful. I'm sure he's not getting any iron. This is how fast she talks, and just like really like pressured and like, there's something wrong here. And it was making me feel like such a bad parent. Like I'm supposed to be getting spaghetti and meatballs in my kid when he's throwing up, I knew my son didn't have anemia. So just to humor her, and because she's like, you have to do this, almost felt threatening, like I'm going to report you if you don't do this. So we go and do the blood work, and I just got the call yesterday. They're like, hey, we got Kieran's blood work back, and it came back normal. And I was like, okay, thank you. hung up the phone and I was like, that's right! Sorry, this doctor just has really, she's been so wrong. She couldn't be more wrong about how we are with our kids. It was one of those things where it was like vindicating to be like, okay, see, I was trying to tell you, you know? Anyway, we're switching providers because I don't want to see her ever again. And especially with the whole handing out Starbucks gift cards to try to make their reviews look better, to make their business look better, like that's just sad. That should be illegal. You know what I mean? Buying reviews. But yeah, that's kind of been the thing that's been on my mind this week, just waiting for that blood work to come back. Yeah, feeling really vindicated by the fact that his blood work looked amazing because I'm not neglecting my kids. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's April already. I need to get this done. Like this weekend. And I gotta do my taxes. I still haven't done those. I normally have those done in February. It's not supposed to be April, you guys. It's not. It's not supposed to be my baby's birthday next month. I gotta plan that too. Crap. All right, you guys. I am going to start my weekend and hopefully get some things done now that I'm no longer sick and not feeling like my body is made of cement. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.